if you guys didn't know, I used to be a big Genshin Impact player. I know you guys are ashamed, chat. You guys are ashamed. And everyone on YouTube is like, ugh, another Genshin Andy? Another gotcha boy? Yep, and I didn't spend that much money. Okay, I spent like about $880 on the game. It was a good amount of money, okay? That's probably the most money I've spent on a game. That was really expensive. Man, I basically tried to get C3 Zhongli, and I spent $800 total with the entirety. I did spend a good amount of money though. But the thing is, it's not looking so good for Genshin Impact and Hoyoverse. Not at all. So this is from the FTC.gov. Genshin Impact game developer will be banned from selling loot boxes to teens under 16 without parental consent. Pay a $20 million fine to settle the FTC charges. Holy shit, man. Oh my god. Look, $20 million is like nothing for Hoyoverse. It's not that much, right? Because their games have like made over billions of dollars by now. But holy, that's great. That's insane, man. Like, I don't play Genshin Impact anymore. I stopped after the first year anniversary. The first year anniversary screwed me. I hated the fact that they gave me nothing. The game gave me nothing for the anniversary. It didn't even give me a single pull. So, like, screw Hoyoverse. I don't care. Like, I was one of those people that were, like, disaffected. Like, I got Eula. I got Raiden Shogun. I got the ice bitch with the big forehead. I got a C3. I got two Wolfsbane. Was it Wolfsbane? The great sword. I forgot already. But man, I spent and I got Zhao. Man, it's it was bad. It was bad times, boys. It was bad times. But I never want to spend that much money on a digital game and slash currency. I don't care how hot the girls are or the guys. But let's read this. Game developer Cognosphere allegedly unfairly marketed loot boxes to children that obscured real costs and misled all players about the odds of obtaining prizes. So if you guys don't know, when you go into Genshin and you actually look at like the drop down boxes, it actually tells you what percentage that you have to get the items. I'm not sure what they were. I believe they're like 1%, 1.4%, or whatever it was. It was like, it was crazy low. Now, especially if on the weapon banner was really bad. The maker of the video game Genshin Impact has agreed to pay the $20 million and to block children under 16 from making in-game purchases without parental consent to settle Federal Trade Commission allegations. The company violated a children's privacy law and deceived children and other users about real costs of in-game transactions and odds of obtaining rare prizes. Man, so what's even more scumming about Genshin Impact in general? I barely played the other ones like ZZZ. I didn't play Honkai Third or Honkai Star Rail. I only played Genshin Impact. That was my main game that I played when I first started streaming. I follow a lot of Tectones, like he was basically the gacha god. Like, I watched him over like anyone else. Like, I tried watching some other people, like, but they weren't really as entertaining as Tectone. I prefer Tectone over everyone. I still sort of watch him from time to time. That guy's looking good. That guy used to be fat, but he's looking good now. He's looking really, really good. Yeah, I would love to rub that guy's bald head. I definitely do want to rub it one day. But yeah, right over here. Genshin Impact deceived children, teens, and other players into spending hundreds of dollars on prizes they stood little chance of winning, said Samuel Levine, director of the FTC Bureau of Consumer Protection. Companies that deploy these dark patterns tactics will be held accountable if they deceive players, particularly kids and teens, about the true cost of in-game transactions. I believe in order for you to get your wishes, I think $100 can barely get you. It doesn't get you like the full amount that you need to like 100% guarantee a, especially if you hit like hard pity or anything like that. But yeah, it's like they sort of like block you. I'm not sure how much resin you get in the game now, but yeah, like I remember like once I reached end game like when you finish all your content, you log in, you do your dailies, takes like 15 minutes, and you're done playing the game. I fucking hated it. Phil, what if ZZZ gets Fuda characters? Will you be able to avoid it then? All right, if that cop, the new character that's a cop that has a nice ass, like okay, never. I'm not gonna finish it. Let's finish this article right over here. A complaint filed by the Department of Justice upon referral from the commission alleged that Singapore-based Cognosphere Pte Ltd and its California-based subsidiary Cognosphere LLC, which do business in the United States as Hoyoverse, actively marketed Genshin Impact to children and collected personal information from them in violation of children's online policy. I believe that's COPPA, right? Yeah. The complaint further charged that Hoyoverse deceived players about the odds of winning particular sought-after 5-star loot boxes and how much it would cost them loot boxes. I believe Tectone spent a shit ton of money on Staff of Homa. I forgot how much it was, but it was like an godly amount. Like, it was crazy. I was there watching him pull, and he got like the skyward spear or whatever. He got jebaited so hard, dude. It was one of the funniest shit ever, man. Holy crap. Oh, man. Let's see. It also alleged that the confusing virtual currency system that players had to navigate to open loot boxes and marketing and promotion tactics used to entice players to open loot boxes were unfair to children and teenagers. Popular among children and teens, Genshin Impact is free to download, but has generated significant revenue through the sale of in-game virtual currency and other content. Players advance in games by collecting virtual heroes, forming a team using heroes' abilities, and complete tasks. 5-star heroes are the most desirable to collect, giving their powers, and they can only be obtained by opening loot boxes, which players can purchase using virtual currency. And I believe the most recent one, I'm not sure by the time as of recording this, I'm not sure what the current one is. I believe watching Tectone's video, he said that there is a banner that has like 2 of the sought after characters, which is insanely predatory. I think that was this game, or if it's, I think that was this game, or maybe if it was ZZZ, but I think it was this game. But man, the complaint alleges that Genshin Impact's purchasing process obscures the reality that consumers commonly must spend large amounts of real money to obtain 5-star prizes. The thing is that it's the FOMO. The FOMO is the crazy stuff about this game, right? Because the banner is only here for about like maybe like a week or so, and then once it's gone, it doesn't come back for like months to maybe even a year. At least that's the last time I've heard of it. I'm not sure if it's still like that. And I heard they're still really stingy. They're still really, really, really stingy. I have a friend. She's still playing the game, unfortunately. And her husbando, even though how shitty he is and how far he's dropped off, was D-Luke. And she still has not gotten him. And she's been playing since day one. That's crazy. The complaint alleges the system is challenging and confusing, particularly for children and teens. Players must exchange real dollars for bundles of virtual currency that then have to be re-exchanged multiple times to open loot boxes. Yeah, you get the, what's it called again? Was it the Primo Gems? And then you use the Primo Gems or some shit like that to exchange for the what's it called again? The fucking wishes. I forgot what they're called already. But yeah, this complicated system, according to the complaint, misled consumers about the amount of money that players spend on loot boxes on an ongoing basis, and the amount of money that players will likely need to spend on to obtain certain prizes. Now, I'm fucking retarded. Hoyoverse drives consumer demand for Genshin Impact loot boxes through several promotional channels inside and outside of the game, which advertise that desirable prizes will be available online only on limited basis, according to the complaint, which is the FOMO. This includes using a virtual in-game event banners to promote these limited time prizes and social media influence to glamorize the excitement of opening loot boxes. Yeah, I believe Genshin and Hoyoverse, they usually give free Primo Gems or some shit like that to people's accounts, because you get the UID on the bottom. They can actually send you actual like primo gems or wishes and stuff like that. And it's sort of like they promote these live streamers, and once they get promoted to the top, look, oh my god, I got lucky or whatever, but like they have enough to like at least get like several copies of the character, which is insane. Oh man. Heroes runs banners for longer than that. Like I don't remember. I don't just goon to the character art, problem solve. Look, you can't just do it to the 2D flat titty girls, okay? You got to do it to the real characters. Look, the fact that you turn the voice to Japanese and you climb the mountain with Elisa and she has the arara kimochi, like it was crazy, man. It was insane. Oh man. Let's see. Genshin Impact uses anime style graphics, cartoon graphics, bright and colorful animation, and several characters who have speech or appearance of children to appeal to children. Hoyoverse has spent millions of dollars hiring social media influencers, many of them who are popular with children, to promote Genshin Impact to their respective audiences on social media platforms, including YouTube, TikTok, and the video game streaming site Twitch. Well, TikTok's no longer going to be a thing on Sunday. TikTok is gone. TikTok is gone by Sunday. So the complaint alleges that the company's event banners and influencers campaigns give players the impression that they were the better odds if obtaining 5 stars being promoted than you have like 1% chance or like 3 or however much percent chance it is. You get very, very little chance to actually get the character. It's hard. Phil is friends with LeBron James? No. If I was friends with LeBron James, I would slap him. I'd be like, bitch, why are you gay? That's what I would say. All right, I'm not friends with LeBron James, all right? In addition to unfairly marketing loot boxes to children, the complaint alleges that Hoyoverse failed to comply with the COPPA rule, which requires online services and websites directed to children under 13 to notify parents about the personal information they collect and to obtain verifiable parental consent before collecting and using any personal information collected from children. The thing is that this game, it's so fucking big. They already collected a shit ton of kids' information, which is insane. And plus, it's the CCP. It's China. Does LeBron play Genshin too? Probably not. Not enough black people. To be honest, Natlin probably has like... Look, there's basically no black people in Genshin Impact. The darkest person is maybe Kaya and maybe like another person. There's no black people in there. LeBron James would not play Genshin Impact. I at least given the fact that he's he's LeBron James. The complaint alleges that the Genshin Impact is a child-directed online service that collects personal information from children under 13. Therefore, it requires COPPA to notify parents about the information they collect from children to obtain their consent for the collection of that personal data. The complaint, however, alleges that even though Hoyoverse was aware that children under 13 were using its service, it continued to collect See, that's the reason why they willingly paid the $20 million, because they know they fucked up, but they don't care. They already have their information, right? Hoyoverse shared with third-party analytics firms and advertisers users' IDs, as well as device-related persistent identifiers to track players' progress, purchases, settings, and friends lists according to the complaint. Under the proposed order, which must be approved by the federal judge before it can go into effect, Cognisphere and Cognisphere LLC will be required to pay $20 million monetary penalty and make changes to address the allegations all outlined in the complaint, and the companies will be prohibited from allowing children under 16 to purchase any of their loot boxes in their video games without parents' affirmative express consent. Prohibited from selling loot boxes using virtual currency. I thought they called it surprise mechanics. While providing an option for consumers to purchase them directly with real money. Prohibited from misrepresenting loot box odds, prices, and features. Required to disclose loot box odds and exchange rates for multi-tiered virtual currency. Required to delete any personal information. Ooh, okay, that's good. Previously collected from under children 13 unless they obtained by correct. Now here's the thing though. This game has been out since 2020, right? End of 2020 when this game came out. That means that if they're 13, they're 18 now. right? I believe they should be either almost 18 or 18 by now. So if that's the case, would they still need to delete those information? Like, I don't know. Actually, LeBron not liking video games is the premise of Space Jam 2. Is that true? Is that true? That's insane. LeBron totally would. LeBron's a gooner for sure. Nah, I don't think LeBron plays game. I don't think so, man. Look, the fact that if the basketball court's a little bit too hot, he starts crying. All right. The commission vote to refer to the complaint of stipulated order of the Department of Justice for filing was 5-0. Commissioners Andrew Ferguson and Melissa Hoyoverse concurred as counts 1-2, but dissented as to counts 3-4. Commissioners 3-5. Commissioners Ferguson and Slaughter issued separate statements. The Department of Justice filed complaint and stipulated order upon referral of the commission in the U.S. District Court of the Central District of California. That's crazy, man. Good. This is funny, though. This is funny as hell. This is not really going to dent Genshin Impact that much. But the thing is that it might actually ruin a lot of the little kids. I don't know. That's good, though. I don't like Genshin Impact anymore. I don't care how hot the girls are. And fucking Paimon's a piece of shit. There it is. But yeah. Good. Get him out. $20 million is not a lot, but still, get him out.